Hello, everyone. I'm John. Surprise, there is no Alex. It's me. It's just me. You get just me. You get me. You get just me. But I had some extra time on my hands, and I've been really wanting to do a bit more of an in-depth video about the characters I want to see in Marvel's Avengers. So Alex and I briefly talked about it while streaming Spider-Man the other day. But it was I was kind of distracted. I mentioned that there was one in front of Hawkeye.
Yeah,
damn it.
I saw that too.
Yeah. And people have been picking up on that. Can y'all chill? Like, stop it. I get you. Bro. Alright, I'm doing awfully right now. Yeah. I'm not so good at doing both yet, so I decided to just, like, make a video purely dedicated to me talking about the characters that I wanted. So that's what I'm doing. It's this video. This is going to be a little bit different because I put a little bit more thought into this. So if you tune into the stream, also watch the video because it's, you know, different characters, mostly different characters. Just so you know, I will not be talking about characters that have been confirmed or character that has been confirmed. Hawkeye. I'm not talking about Hawkeye. We're not doing it. We're not talking about Hawkeye. He's already in the game. Don't need to talk about him. And I'm also not going to talk about like the characters that like we know are probably going to be in the game, either through like, you know, leaks or just because it's a no-brainer or we've already seen their character. So I'm not including Captain Marvel and I'm not including Ant-Man either. Also, I'm not including Spider-Man because I know if he was in the game, people would just mainly complain about how he doesn't play like Insomniac Spider-Man. Let it go, Evan Falarca. But without further ado, and more of me rambling, here are my top 5 characters I would like to see in Marvel's Avengers. Character number 1, Scarlet Witch. I love Wanda Maximoff. I don't consider myself like a comic expert or anything, but I've like been reading comics for a couple years now, and one character I've like always loved is Wanda Maximoff. Not only do I think she's just like an extremely interesting character, her powers are just fucking dope. Like, bro, she just wiped out most of the mutant population with 3 words. Like, just 3 words. Hello? So having her in the game would be just awesome. She could introduce a new elemental type for attacks, maybe like call it Chaos based off of her Chaos magic or something. But having a character that just straight up doesn't do physical attacks often could introduce a really interesting challenge for the development team. All the heroes we've seen in some way, shape, or form do some sort of hand-to-hand or hand-to-hammer combat, and Wanda just doesn't. Like, she doesn't do that. She's pretty much like solely an energy-based fighter in the comics, and in the MCU, we've seen her use her energy and telekinesis to redirect strikes when she was like in the fight with Proxima Midnight. But she's like not a puncher or like, you know, a kicker. She just like kind of throws magic at people. So she could be like a really interesting character from like a development standpoint. I just think she would be stupid fun to play, and flying around and casting magic at people, that sounds really, really dope. Character number 2, Wiccan. Okay, so I know I just said Wanda, and Wiccan is just the dude gay version of that, but like, I want my baby boy in more games. The second run of Young Avengers was the first comic I ever bought with my own money, and I devoured that shit. Those characters in that story have such a huge importance to me, especially Wiccan, because I am also a kind of socially awkward gay boy who loves magic. So, you know, it's just we're kindred spirits. I just want him in the game, okay? Like, I just want him. He could be slightly different from Wanda by making his magic a little less refined, more chaotic and blue, but like, Okay. Yeah. It's a little bit too much like Wanda. I just want him in the game. Like, please just put him in the game. It's all I want. Character number 2. For real, this time. It's Quicksilver. I really want Quicksilver in the game. I don't know how they plan on releasing the characters. They haven't really explained that yet, but part of me would love if every now and then they released, like, 2 characters that were closely related to each other. Not necessarily, like, you know, family related, but just, like, you know, character-wise related. So people like Ant-Man and Wasp, Wiccan and Hulkling, yes, I'm serious, put Billy in this goddamn game, and Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. So I know, like, super speed is really, really hard to get right in games. I know that. I mean, I don't have any experience with game development, but
just look at super speed. And I feel like it would be especially hard in a multiplayer game. Like, how do you implement it into the traversal of the game? Is there a way you can maybe like slow down the world around you while everyone else is moving at the same speed? I don't really think so for multiplayer. It seems like really hard to do and damn near impossible. How do you incorporate their powers into their moveset, like especially in this type of game where it really seems like it's gonna be you and a couple friends fighting in a semi-enclosed off area? But I'd love it if Crystal somehow figured it out. Like, bro, imagine running at like full speed as Quicksilver, and then like your best friend comes in as Iron Man, like right above you, or Scarlet Witch, or somebody that's a flyer coming like right above you or right next to you. It'd just be so dope. I've no ideas what his abilities would be, so I'm just not gonna touch that. Next person, character 3, She-Hulk. Now I know what you're saying, she'd just be a reskin for Hulk, but I don't think so, and at least I don't think she has to be. Jennifer Walters has a little bit more control over her Hulk form, as opposed to, you know, most depictions of Bruce. You know, she can control her transformation and maybe be not as smashy as Hulk is usually. She can use her strength in a little bit more controlled way, where Hulk just kind of, you know, smashes with reckless abandon. Maybe Jennifer can have the same weight to her, but feel a little bit more refined, you know, like maybe use her strength to focus on a specific point of a giant boss, or maybe even just, you know, give a nice alternative to Hulk that is not as chaotic, but still hulking. Come on, it was right there. I had to. Character number 4, Miss America Chavez. All right, ladies and gays, you better hold on to your pride flags because I'm about to fangirl. I love this woman. She's this badass Latina lesbian from literally this like utopian world where everyone is queer, and honestly, it sounds like my type of universe. But her powers are cool because she has like the basic superhero getup, you know, the whole super strength, super agility, flight, the whole shebang. But she also punched literal holes into the goddamn universe. Like, bro, come on. She could be a teleporter for the team. Now, why would you need a teleporter? I don't know. Why do you need to question my decisions? This is my list. Deal with it. But her stars and teleportation ability could lead to cool finishers, cool team finishers, just cool gameplay overall. I also just want more Young Avengers in this game. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of, character number 5, Vision. Last but not least, I want Vision in the game. But John, Vision isn't a Young Avenger. But dear listener, yes, he is. You see, when a young King the Conqueror came back from the future, he found that blah, 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 plot, shit happens, and a young version of Vision is created. He's called Jonas. Obviously, the Vision that they'd go with is the more popular version, the one created by Ultron. But, you know, maybe Jonas could be like an alternate costume or something of his, one of the cool alternate costumes. And Vision is just like a really cool character because he introduces like a completely different character type into the game. We'd now have someone who could phase, go invulnerable for a few seconds maybe, and whether that is, you know, by him phasing and having attacks go straight through him, or just because he becomes so dense to the point that nothing ever gets through to him. But I just think Vision would make a really dope addition to the game. His gameplay could be really, really cool. His banter with the Avengers could be really funny because they're a bunch of dorks and he's just like going to be the straight man maybe. I just think Vision would introduce a lot of cool opportunities into the game, both on a story standpoint and a gameplay standpoint. So, that's my list of top 5 characters I want to see in the new Marvel's Avengers game. I know a lot of it was just me going like, I like this character, so put them in the game. And it wasn't like heavily based on mechanics and, you know, gameplay stuff. I tried to do a little bit of that, but if that's something that you really want to see me go more in depth about, let me know in the comments below, you know? Let me know that that's something that you want to see, and I might make a follow-up to this video, you never know. And while you're down there in the comments, let me know your top 5 Avengers, you know, the characters that you want to see in the game, why you want to see them in the game. Maybe give me a couple ideas of what suits they would have. That would be really, really cool. So yeah, let me know down there. Before I go, I really just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support on the recent War Table video. Honestly, it really means a lot to me that you guys are watching and enjoying it. We're a small channel, and I know 143 views doesn't seem like a lot to a lot of people, but to me, that's huge. You know what I mean? That's 143 people that saw the video and clicked on it. That's really dope. So thank you all so much for that, and thank you for the continued support. It really, really means a lot. Thank you. I love interacting with you guys. Honestly, it's one of like the big highlights of my day. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below the characters that you want to see in the game. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the video. Help subscribe even if you didn't like the video. You know, hate watch us. Hate watching can be fun. Just don't leave any hate comments. Probably gonna delete them. But yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!